What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixabarters here, and welcome back to Danganronpa Another. When we left off, it's getting bad around here. The food's gone. We found so many people getting involved in this shit.
Otori started taking food, starting what, day 2?
No, day 1. Immediately he took food. And that was the whole point, is that he was like...
Kobashikawa and Satsuki, they were taking food
from day 2.
From day 2.
Every other day afterwards.
Those 3.
Those
3
were causing absolute chaos. Even Ray's like, this is getting kind of bad. But
and like,
she was...
even got, what? Was it just her, or was it Kinjo the one that has been skipping meals?
Her and Kinjo have not been eating appropriately for days now. But
and apparently he's guarding the weapons.
That's true.
But something I realized off camera shortly before we started recording, to my horror,
watching you,
was that this is a prime setup for a body discovery.
It is.
I really hope he's not dead in there.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's a bit too early. People are talking too in the moment about him right now, I think, to allow that to be the case.
Where are you?
Looks like no one's here.
Kinjo.
Stop.
You're alive! Yay!
Get out of here right now.
Yep, there he is.
Kinjo? Did you not hear me? I told you to get out. Wait, I'm not here to kill or to touch any weapons. I just heard you were here, so I came to check on you. What's that supposed to mean? Are you accusing me of preparing to kill someone?
Bro, chill.
That's not what I just wanted to talk to you. What are you doing in the arsenal? I figured some people would start eyeing the weapons sooner or later. Since last night, I've been waiting here and inspecting here.
Since last night?
Eyeing the weapons? I told you no one here would commit murder. That's what you say every time.
Yeah, and then a murder happens.
Even though 3 people have already come here today.
Oh.
4, including you. No, I just came to check on you. Yeah, the others probably had personal reasons like I did. You can't just assume it's for murder. If I overlook such trivial reasons, I'll never be able to prevent a murder from happening. Don't think I don't know your situation just because I've been keeping my distance. I may be guarding the arsenal, but there are still plenty of other weapons around. Damn it. I can't stop the murders from happening right in front of me.
Ooh.
Kinjo, this might sound weird to say, but weren't you supposed not to care what happens to us? I thought of...
Whoa, focus.
You thought of us all as criminals.
I was gonna... You...
Well, why am I even doing this? It's not like I care about what happens to any of you.
Part of me didn't even understand those lines because you stumbled over them so much.
Kinjo, could it be... Aren't you conflicted because of what Uehara said?
Got him.
I can't say whether you're right or wrong. I'm just an ordinary student, but I know that you have a stronger sense of justice than anyone else here. That you genuinely want to protect people. Though your methods might be a bit extreme. Honestly, I wanted to say this the day after Uehara's trial. I'm sorry I didn't. It's already too late. What? Everything is already too late. Get out quickly. There is no way I'll allow a single weapon from here to go missing.
Damn.
Kinjo was seriously troubled. I still don't fully understand him, but if Uehara's case is the reason for this, then maybe I can sympathize a little. The tragedy that resulted from the beliefs he thought were righteous is now shaking the very foundation of his way of thinking. I'd feel the same if my beliefs, the very foundation of who I was, were shaken.
You'd fucking crash out. Whoa.
What? My very foundation? A sudden, indescribable dizziness came over my head.
Whoa. Bro, you good? He's a werewolf. He's transforming.
My head was spinning and
It's
the
a
world
full
was
moon.
tinted red. Similar to what I experienced at the main gate on the day of the entrance ceremony. It was hard to even stand, so I returned straight to my room and collapsed onto the bed. It was truly painful. It's hard just to keep my eyes open, not to mention investigating. Thank goodness I hadn't eaten recently, otherwise I would have thrown up.
Damn.
It must be the exhaustion these days. And not eating anything. That's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for the others, but I couldn't help it. I closed my eyes, forcing myself to sleep.
Close my eyes. Yeah, definitely not from suppressed
That's...
memories.
Is that gunfire?
No, it's door banging.
Okay.
Yeah, relax.
Alright, listen, the sound, I couldn't tell if it was because I couldn't tell if it was knocking or the plowing.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
Maheda-kun, are you in there?
I'm gonna make a wild prediction. I think we snapped in that moment and we may have killed Kinjo in the armory. And we're gonna find him dead in there. I find the way that played out quite interesting. But
I don't think
that's my
so.
immediate thought process. Huh? Alright, my head suddenly started hurting like crazy, so I closed my eyes and dozed off for a bit. It was like Tyra came to see me. What is this? My vision is blurry. The throbbing pain in my head has disappeared, but maybe because of the hunger, everything I see is shaking wildly. This is bad. Even standing still, I'm starting to stumble. Since I slept for half a day, I have to investigate even more and find a way out. I'm slowly reaching my limit. First, let's see Tyra, who's knocking on the door outside.
Morning.
Ooh. Hello?
Oh god, everything's like this. Maheda-kun, thank goodness you were here.
Thank God the text isn't.
Yeah.
What is it, Tyra?
What is it? I was worried sick because I couldn't find you anywhere.
I was sleeping in my room. It was only half a day, so
I feel
why?
like it's been longer than that. What? Maheda-kun, what are you talking about? Maheda-kun, you were gone all day yesterday.
What?
Everyone's in panic because of you. They thought you might have died and started looking for you. And on top of that, everyone's half losing their minds from hunger.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying I was asleep for over a day? Didn't anyone check my room?
Of course we knocked on your door first, but there was no response.
No way. The situation was dire already. I can't believe I wasted more than a day. I was just lying there for more than 24 hours. Ugh.
He pulled a Takumi.
Oh man.
Are you okay?
It's nothing. More importantly, sorry for making you worry. I've got to investigate.
So from when he went to lay down, an entire 24 hours passed.
Apparently. I feel like I'm going to go insane from hunger. Maybe because I've been lying down for over a day, but I have no strength left. Is Tyra okay? Of course she isn't. No one else is either. I'm so sick of this. I want to get out of this ballroom.
Are we gonna kill someone?
I'm just gonna check. I just want to make sure. Kinjo?
He's gonna be like, get the
I can't
fuck out.
move.
Uh-oh.
The arsenal. There are so many weapons here.
Why are you talking like that?
Weapons that can turn a person into a corpse. I'm trying to have the tiredness of the hunger and everything into a corpse in an instant. So many weapons.
I was just saying, you turned him into like this rough and tumble bounty hunter man.
It only takes a moment. If I can just endure that one moment,
Whoa, okay.
then I can escape from here. Well, okay, my original thought was going, ah! Maeda, I don't know where you were or what you were doing all day. But this is wrong, isn't it? Thinking something so pointless. Ow. Kinjo, what was I about to do just now? Trying to subconsciously kill someone? You just sprinted towards a gun at full speed.
Oh.
No way. I was trying to kill? Yeah. I didn't mean to. No. Ugh. Thanks to Kinjo's sharp words, I snapped back to my senses, but then the extreme hunger and fatigue in my body made me feel dizzy again. I have no intention of condoning it, but I can understand. In a situation like this, it'd be strange not to go crazy. Even me.
At least he's understanding that.
What?
Oh.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah, punch some sense back into him.
I'll forgive you for that for now. Under normal circumstances, would have punished you properly, but I'll take care of this soon. You'll take care of it? Excuse me? My mouth was numb. I think 2 or 3 of my teeth are broken.
But I mean, hey, he fixed us. It was
Kinjo.
the hard reset.
That guy. Why is he so strong? But thanks to him, I've come to my senses. I'm still not sure what happened to me yesterday, but I won't let despair consume me again. And to make sure of that, first... Hey, gang. Everyone, sorry for calling you here so suddenly. Oh, it's all right. It's mealtime, right? I'm hungry. Come on, let's eat.
What? Oh.
I was like, are we having a fucking fever dream right now?
No, wait, there's no food, right? It looks like Maeda went grocery shopping at the supermarket, so let's cook with that. Everyone, get a grip. This conversation is a complete mess. So, why did you call us?
As expected, everyone seems to be suffering from the extreme hunger.
Just eat bangarang style. Use your imaginations.
We have to do something about this as soon as possible. We've been stuck here for over a week now. Everyone must be at their limit from hunger. At this point, I think we need to let go of the idea of investigating and escaping. We need a more drastic measure. And I called you here so we could think it through together. A drastic measure? Like what? I can barely even sit right now.
I'm hungry.
Calm down. That's why I brought this up. I think this might be our last chance. If more time passes, we won't even be able to think anymore. We'll all just be waiting to die. Yeah, well said, Maeda.
I don't like that look on his face.
Now, Tori? A drastic measure. I've been waiting for someone to bring that up. I've got a brilliant idea.
But what is it?
2 people make a sacrifice. For the sake of everyone else. I was thinking in the background, I was like, if you're going to think of a drastic measure, the way to kind of quote-unquote make a drastic measure.
One would be someone volunteers to get murdered.
Yes.
Someone volunteers to do the murdering. And we all know who it is. And we immediately vote for them.
Yeah,
and they get killed. And the rest of them survive.
Yeah, the rest of them move on to the next phase of despair.
Damn.
For the sake of everyone else. What? Let's draw lots and pick 2 people. One will be the victim, the other the culprit. The culprit will kill the victim and then get executed. Monokuma said suicide isn't allowed, but this isn't suicide, is it? It's clearly one person killing another, so it should be A-okay.
My God.
You little...
See, okay, maybe I would have understood if people came forward and chose this, but to make it by a fucking, gotcha? To make it by chance?
I'm sure if people were to volunteer, they'd be like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine then. But I don't think anyone wants to, I am so hungry that I'm hallucinating right now. What the hell? Am I so hungry? What the hell did you just say, Otori? That 2 people sacrifice themselves so the rest can live. You bastard. No matter how bad it is, there are things you can say and things you can't.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah? Think what you want. I've got paper and pen right here.
Oh my God, he came prepared.
Write down 1 person you want to be the culprit and 1 person you want to be the victim.
Oh.
Hey, Otori.
Oh, so it's by what, voting?
He's got all kinds of ideas for it. Kobashikawa, a few days ago, stormed towards Otori in a rage, but perhaps because he hadn't eaten anything in days, he fell back into his chair, lacking strength.
Ugh.
What does everyone else think? How about hey, look at it. There's no other way out.
I hate to say that he's probably right.
I mean, it is a last-ditch effort when push comes to shove. Tori, what's gotten into you? You're not the kind of person who'd suggest something like this. In a normal situation, yes, but this is far from normal. Here, take the paper.
Oh my god.
Tori!
I think Otori's idea is okay.
Satsuki! Hey, Irinami, you too?
If we keep fighting in here like this, our relationships will get worse, and then we'll all just die together. I'd rather sacrifice myself if that means at least the rest of you can live.
Stop that.
Oh.
What are you even saying? You're gonna get out of here alive, all of us. You're all just not in your right minds because of the hunger. Think calmly.
I think it's time we make a decision. This way is wrong. It is, but if it keeps going like this, we'll all die. I don't want that.
Tyra, but this method...
No. No. We can't give in to despair. Everyone.
Is this really the only way? Maybe it is better to have someone agree to be sacrificed rather than for someone to kill out of malice. But still.
But how did you get the paper? I thought Monokuma had taken all our belongings.
I always keep extra paper and pen in my pocket. When I changed into the party outfit, I took them from my regular clothes.
I see. Well, I'll write mine down now.
Pass the pen along when you're done. There's only one.
What the fuck?
Hey, wait, I said wait. What the hell are you even talking about? Are you all insane?
A little bit.
But this method
Uh-oh.
might be the best we got. Maeda, not you too.
Wake up, everyone. This isn't right.
You're opening the bag. Wake up. Okay, sorry. My constant
Might
pain,
as well be like that.
constant pain from hunger, sharpened nerves, deteriorating relationships. Just wanting to put an end to it all, thinking clearly became impossible. Maybe this was what Monokuma was after. Just as I unconsciously reached out towards Otori to take the paper.
That's either Makaru or Kinjo.
Yeah. Sounds like a very Makaru line.
Because she's the one who's been checking in on us.
Yeah.
Kinjo's been like just hiding out in the armory this whole time.
Yeah, and he would be like, "What the fuck are you talking?" But
what a show!
I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he'd like this.
It is him.
What a show!
That's crazy.
Kinjo, what the hell are you here for now? Didn't you say you wouldn't be with us?
I was about to suggest us both doing it just in case anyway.
Just look at yourselves. You're about to agree on who gets to die. What a splendid murder plan. But wrong. They're just not in their right minds because they're starving. They're not the kind of people who normally do this.
There's no other way.
Kinjo, please do something. I never wanted to ask you for a favor, but you're the only one I can trust. Even Maeda has lost it. Damn it, I'll follow your lead. I'll do anything. Just save us. If anyone can do it, it's you.
He just stabs someone.
You know, I kind of like this idea a lot. No way, you don't mean you've given up too? If only you knew my backstory about sacrificing people so the rest can live on.
Because he did say... He did say that he was planning on dealing with this situation soon. And
I was terrified by that.
It worries me what he means by that.
Well, there is one solution. Of course, it doesn't involve murder. It involves mass suicide,
Oh my
all right?
God.
I've got the Kool-Aid ready right here.
Oh my god.
What? That can't be. How are you going to solve this situation? Jonestown style.
Oh.
Are we playing Russian? Wait.
They all get guns.
Wait, it's the guns. Wait. Kinjo, what are you doing? What's with the guns? What does it look like? Just some pistols I got from the arsenal. At first, I thought it was going to be Russian roulette. But now it's just some pistols I got from the arsenal. Yeah, but this, not murder. You think I don't know that? Why the hell are you handing us pistols?
Here's guns and have fun.
Here's guns, have fun.
Oh, he's lost it.
This is the only salvation. I'll give each of you a pistol, and with those pistols, let's all commit suicide together.
Oh boy.
Kinjo let out an uncharacteristically unstable laugh. Cold sweat, eyes filled with madness. Even though I wasn't in my right mind either, I could tell right away that Kinjo was far more gone than the rest of us.
Oh no.
What the hell are you saying? Are you insane? You are the insane ones here. You're trying to commit murder. If the only way to get out of this is killing someone, I'd rather starve to death. Then just starve by yourself. Why are you dragging us into your suicide plan? Even if I do so and find peace, there's still 100% chance the rest of you will resort to murder. Even if I die, I cannot tolerate overlooking a murder. So I'm going to make sure you all commit suicide first. Afterwards, I'll follow. Shouldn't I take responsibility to the very end? Ray, where are you?
Ooh.
I need an adult. You psycho asshole.
Ooh.
Don't even think about resisting. I'll make you commit suicide by force if I have to.
By force.
Do you think you, mere high schoolers, can win against me in a real fight?
Koba-chan.
Don't be ridiculous. Force us to commit suicide. That's just murder. You attempted murder. Even if this is considered murder, you also plan to murder by voting on who to kill, right? Didn't I tell you? A murderer is no longer a human. You can't even call it murder. And even if this is a crime, it's okay. I'll follow you right away. Stay away, you criminal! Oh, you're going to resist too? From what I overheard, you were the one who first suggested choosing a sacrifice, Otori. If you made that kind of suggestion, then surely you were prepared to die yourself. So are you afraid of a little suicide now?
A little.
You thought that as long as it was someone else who died, you'd be fine, didn't you? Please, I don't want to die! I'm not the one killing you. You are. Want to go first? Come on, kill yourself. Kinjo, stop it! Maeda, just earlier you were trying to find a weapon from the arsenal, and you even considered siding with Otori. I'm disappointed in you, in more ways than one.
Ooh. Someone stop that psycho Kinjo!
Akane Taira. Even if you're a woman, I have no intention of going easy on you, especially given your record of attempted murder.
Oh boy. Bro, he just
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
countered him like crazy. Koba-chan!
This is a waste of time, and my hunger is reaching its limit too. I just want to find peace already. Let's stop this pointless fighting and find peace together.
Eternal peace.
With this, I can finally save you all.
Oh boy.
Save us? I resorted to forceful actions in order to try and save you. As a result, I was cast out and you considered me a criminal. But now, I can finally save you. Let's escape this terrible reality together. We will be freed from this eternal suffering. Kinjo, you're out of your mind. You've been like this for days. To me, it looks like you've been lost the whole time. After Uehara's trial, you started to question your own beliefs. What?
Oh.
Until now, you saw everything in black and white. Driven by your own personal sense of justice, you wanted to protect people. But you reprimanded Uehara, who committed murder with the same conviction. And when he pointed that out to you, you realized how others must perceive you. Ever since this killing game began, ever since you became a police officer, you never realized how your actions looked through other people's eyes. The more you thought about it, the less you knew what to do. Because you realized that everything you've done up until now was for nothing. Am I wrong? Shut up.
Uh-oh.
Even the way you're violent towards us right now, it's not like you at all.
Not like this, no.
Wanting us all to commit suicide together is proof that you're lost in your mind. I told you to shut up. You don't know a single thing.
Uh-oh. Kamehita-kun!
Oh?
It's the carpet.
It all happened in an instant. Kinjo charging at me and able to control his emotions, tripping
no.
over a crease in the carpet at the perfect timing.
Oh no. Now's our chance! Not gonna kill him, are they? Okay.
Oh no, they just tied him up.
Oh, they gagged him. What should we do? I managed to tie him up, but...
Just as Kinjo lost his balance, Tara rushed in and tied him up with a tablecloth. He was now completely immobilized, like a prisoner, unable to move his hands or feet, with a gag in his mouth. Oh, that bastard Kinjo. He's seriously gone crazy. If we didn't do this, he would have killed us all. Well, not exactly killed. He was trying to make us all commit suicide. What's the difference? Once you start forcing someone to kill themselves, that's not suicide anymore.
Ugh, but this is bad. We were already hungry and tired, but after moving around so much like that, I think we might be in real danger now. Because you only have so much energy provided by food, so...
We've got to do something somehow.
Koba-chan, don't push yourself. You got hit pretty hard.
It's not the pain from the injury. It's my stomach. I think my stomach acid is rising. Because of Kinjo, we'd ended up using the stamina we had saved. To break the stalemate, we'd need to use some drastic measure. That would mean falling into the same extremes as Otori or Kinjo. It was those extremes that had drained our stamina in the first place. But if we wanted to escape that, we'd be back to needing a drastic measure. It was a meaningless loop, an infinite spiral we couldn't escape. And at this point, not a single one of us could come up with a solution. Firstly, what do we do about Kinjo? I say he's the victim!
Oh my god.
Free vote!
He's dangerous. For now, let's take him to his room and lock the door from the outside. But if we lock it, how will Kinjo can get out? His hands and feet are tied and he can't open it from the outside either.
Isn't that really the time to worry about Kinjo? Our own lives aren't even certain. We might as well leave him locked up there forever.
Bro.
Otori, don't say useless things. I will strangle you.
I'll take the key to Kinjo's room.
I will shove that spiky hair of yours right up your ass. Do you understand? Shove it.
Later, once the situation is over, I'll let him out. Then what do we do now?
Let's split up and think separately. If we stick together, people like Kinjo or Otori will go wild again. But why am I the bad one? You guys gladly took the papers and agreed.
Because you instigated it.
Shut up, Otori. I want to punch your face right now, but I'm holding back because I feel like I'll die on the spot if I lose any more energy.
Oh my god.
Shit. Let's do as Kobashikawa said. Even if we all put our heads together here, I don't think a solution will come out.
Man.
And so another meaningless day passed. It was a contradiction. If no solution could be found by thinking together, it certainly wouldn't be by thinking alone. My stomach slowly reached its limit. I feel like I could die at any moment and it wouldn't be strange. If I lost focus for even a moment, I feel like I'd just close my eyes and die right there and then. But if I forced myself to stay conscious, I only saw myself thinking about murder.
I'm worried that Kinjo is just a straight up sitting duck right now.
I'm worried.
Like, I know that Kurokawa has the key, but I'm worried that some way someone's gonna get it from her and just off Kinjo before he's let out of the room again. Because he's tied up right now. He can't fight back.
Maybe. I'm worried that we haven't seen a single sign of Mikaru yesterday.
Yeah.
It is 7 a.m. Time to wake up. Time doesn't mean much, but a regular lifestyle contributes to a healthy body. Wake up. Wake up. Guess what? It's gym day, motherfuckers. Who's ready to kill now?
Gym day? What?
I could see him doing that, being like, oh, you guys are all tired and beat up? You're going to do 100 jumping jacks till someone dies.
Oh my god.
All right. Morning came. I don't know if I slept or not. All that was left was an unpleasant feeling, like a noise stuck in my head.
That just sounds like an execution. 100 jumping jacks of death or something like that.
Yeah. My body no longer felt like it was mine. As if to prove it, it began moving regardlessly of my will. Somewhere. I have to go somewhere.
Yuki?
Like a goddamn alien. Wait, I'm curious. Oh no, I do have control. Okay, I wanted to see it move me on my own regard of wherever I would take me.
whatever direction.
I'm gonna save just in case, but
Yeah.
all right. Gang,
Which room is Kinjo's again?
if they're not labeled, so I don't know. I don't even think we had a room number.
What?
The arsenal. Inside the tightly shut door lies a room full of weapons. So close. The only clue that can break through the situation is right here. Why didn't I realize it sooner? There was such an easy way to escape this suffering.
No, you did realize it, but Kinjo snapped you out of it.
My reason and morality were already gone. Rather than just waiting to die like this, I'd rather...
Oh.
Huh? The arsenal is locked?
How?
No, I don't remember ever seeing a lock on the arsenal door. This door couldn't have been locked. Then why won't it open? Oh, fuck. It has begun.
Yep.
Damn, it's not used yet. Fuck. What? Was it the fuss, mate? Oh, Tori, perfect timing. The arsenal door won't open. What? Who locked it? It couldn't have been locked. The door doesn't have a lock. Someone must be blocking it from the inside with something. Help me get this open. Okay.
I don't like that there were 3 guns left out.
Yeah. Oh my god. What's that sound? Did something break inside? Sounds like whatever was blocking the door from the inside just broke. Think it'll open now?
What if Mikaru's in there? Man.
I don't know what to expect on this one, because really...
Because you haven't looked around yet. You went straight there. Why'd you do that?
I mean, it's the first thing that's there. I mean, yeah, I think so. Oh!
Oh my god.
Ah, what the hell is this?
Flashbang?
The moment the door opened, I heard a loud noise in my visual. Someone used they like strapped a fucking flashbang to the door.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't see anything. I couldn't hear anything. Felt like I was hit by those flashbangs you see in FPS games. Up, down, left, right. All those directions became indistinguishable. I became unable to tell if I was standing or not.
This hurts.
I think someone used that to get out.
Oh.
Because that way... Because I was already thinking, if the room is blocked off, we've got a locked room mystery. And the flashbang going off, when you're in that recovery state, someone could use that to get out and escape.
So you think someone killed someone in there?
I'm going to assume that someone killed someone.
And then just lied in wait.
Yep.
For someone to get the door open and set up that contraption so they could leave without being seen.
Yes, set the flashbang and go off on whoever opened up the door, and then you make your way through. They probably prepared themselves with...
Like in position of where to run.
Yeah, they probably would have... I bet you if we go to the... Because we don't have many things here, and the army is simply weapons and stuff.
The army?
But they would have needed something to kind of cover themselves to prepare to not get affected by the blast of a shot grenade. So they probably got some of the stuff from the outfit area in the ballroom. I can't remember what it was called. But used that to try and cover their eyes and cover their ears.
There was armor in there.
There was, essentially. As time passed, my vision gradually recovered. My eyes began to take in the sight of Tori and me sprawled on the floor. What? This place is full of smoke.
Oh.
My eyes still feel weird. I can't stop crying. Damn it, who pulled a prank like this? Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Tori, there's something inside.
Who is it, though? Please don't be Kinjo.
My head was still ringing, and I could barely walk straight. But as if possessed, I stepped inside the arsenal.
It's gonna be Kinjo, isn't it? All my favorites die. Come on, rip it off. Rip off the Band-Aid.
Among the thick smoke, there was a scent I'd grown all too familiar with these past few days.
It's gonna be him.
Yeah, this was the stench of blood.
It's gonna be him.
The moment I smelled it, my mind froze, and into my eyes came the cruel reality waiting for me in the arsenal.
It's gonna be him. I just know it. Oh!
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Dead,
Jesus.
with his eyes vacant, no trace of vitality remaining. lay the body of Haruhiko Kobashikawa, the ultimate pilot.
But we never even got to hang out with him.
We never hung out with him once.
He was growing on me too.
And that's, of course, what the one guy that was sensible, of course, he was the one that would get murdered. Kobashikawa was dead. A murder had finally happened.
No, Satsuki's not going to be happy about that. They were like best friends.
Yeah, at this point, listen, like, they were roommates.
Yeah, I was going to say, best friends, maybe more, who knows? Because there's no rules here.
They were always together.
Uh-huh.
Kobashikawa was dead. The murder had finally happened. The noise from the flashbang and the thick smoke, the others soon came running. Right after that,
Yep.
the body discovery announcement played. After that unbelievable chain of events, which happened in an instant,
God, what if it's Mikaru? Because, like, she was gone for a while. She could have been...
may have been plotting.
Yep.
Because it could be a situation of once Kinjo left the armory, she had a whole bunch of free time while we were bickering to look inside and try and plan something.
Oh, yeah, because once a murder happens, hey, you get food.
We ate like crazy. As if trying to vent our frustrations, we devoured the food greedily. After we discovered Kobashikawa's body, Monokuma immediately provided us with food. He told us to eat as much as we wanted. A murder has taken place, we must investigate, and then of course a class trial must be held. But first, we had to eat. We had to recover our strengths as much as possible before dedicating ourselves to finding the culprit who killed Kobashikawa. To find the culprit who had murdered a friend just because they couldn't stand the hunger. We continued to eat. With Kobashikawa gone, only 7 of us remained. Even Kinjo and Mikaru were with us, if only to fill their stomachs. Everyone stayed silent, perhaps from shock, or maybe because it was the first time in days we'd eaten. Except for Iranami.
Oh. She's eating, but she's just... Kobashikawa. Hey, you're noisy, you know. Either eat or cry.
Jesus Christ.
So sorry. Chomp chomp sniff. But what should I do? And I'm both hungry and sad.
Since she'd always been the closest to Kobashikawa, losing him must have hit her the hardest. Iranami, who always tried to stay cheerful no matter the situation, ultimately couldn't hold back the tears.
Yeah.
Before we begin investigating, I have something to confess. Please listen as you eat. Actually, these past days, I have wavered so many times about committing murder.
Why would you say this now?
I went in and out of the arsenal countless times. I'm very ashamed. I'm really sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, Maeda-kun. Anyone would have felt the same. Honestly, I hesitated many times myself.
Yeah, it'd be stranger not to go crazy.
That's what Kinjo said.
Even me, going on about picking someone to die, I was completely out of my mind. I would have died 1,000 times over. But why Kobashikawa of all people?
Oh, he's just... Koba-chan! She's gone. It's no one's fault. The one who's evil is Monokuma. There's no way to undo a murder once it's happened. You have no choice but to have another trial.
I'm full. Since I've eaten, I'll start investigating. I'm asking you to investigate as well. We've just escaped the crisis of starving to death, so we can't just die by failing the trial, right? Hold on a sec, Kinjo. What is it? How can you so calmly ask us to work with you? Don't you have something to say? Like how you lost your goddamn mind and tried to force us into a group suicide? Don't tell me you don't remember after acting crazy and going on a total rampage. Didn't I tell you that when it comes to the class trials, I won't treat you like criminals. I'd just like us to cooperate as much as possible. And I was acting crazy? I can't seem to recall that. But you're trying to deny it? Because of you, we all nearly died. Don't get the wrong idea. I just don't remember acting crazy. I'm not so weak that I'd lose my mind just because I'm hungry. Huh? Kinjo, wait a moment. You're saying you weren't acting crazy. You did that with a clear mind? So what if I did?
With a clear mind? After thinking it through? After thinking through it carefully? You tried to make us all commit suicide?
Because in that situation, there was no other way to resolve without a murder occurring.
But bro, you were not your usual self.
Crazy. Hungry, not you're always crazy. Why am I the one being insulted? I acted to save you all, even though I hate the sight of you potential criminals. Save us! Death ain't some eternal peace. What kind of cult are you running? Are you expecting me to apologize? An apology means admitting you did something wrong and expressing regret. I haven't done anything wrong, so why should I feel remorseful and apologize? If anyone owes an apology, it's you guys. You tied up and imprisoned me. Since the trial is coming up, I'll let it slide for now, but I'll make sure to hold you accountable for that. You really are.
Whoa.
Tori, stop it. You got a frog in your throat. Calm down. Kinjo, you really have been acting strangely lately. It's not just that you simply hate crime. The whole atmosphere around you has completely changed. Aren't you the one who knows best that you're acting weird right now? I told you to shut up, Maeda.
He's in denial.
Oh, okay. Anyway, no matter what either side says, the class trial is still coming up. Stop this nonsense and focus on investigating. Anything to say, Ray?
For him to get angry like that, Maeda-kun's right. He really is acting strange. And something happened to that guy. Why is he like that?
You missed fucking everything, girly pop.
It's just... Well, I don't care anyway. As that guy said, the class trial is coming up. Don't think you can slack off just because you've been having a rough time.
Oh boy, damn it, why does it have to be like this?
Maeda, I understand how you feel, but they're right. For now, we need to focus on the investigation. Hiranami, you too. For Kobashikawa's sake. Okay? Okay. I get it. Oh. Baby.
Before we started investigating, we changed from our no longer needed party clothes into our casual wear. This also gave us access to our handbooks, which made it easier to move around. Kobashikawa's death helped us to avoid the imminent starvation, but if we don't uncover the truth in the class trial, it'll all be for nothing. It's the same story as always. Kinjo and all. There are many issues, but as my friend said, let's just focus on the matter at hand for now. The class trial isn't so lenient that we can afford to get distracted.
What the fuck?
Ha! Now that we can see all that, that's crazy.
This was one hell of a struggle.
I should start investigating here. The arsenal where the body was found. It's in a better state than before, but the smoke from then was... The guns are scattered on the floor everywhere. It's in a better state than before, but the smoke from then was still in there. Kobashikawa, you always tried to stay cheerful, even if it meant forcing yourself to. All to keep us from losing heart. You cared about your friends so much. When we were trapped in the ballroom, everyone was losing their minds, about to kill each other. Yet you alone kept your composure. Why did someone like you... I mean, that's kind of probably why. I'll find out the truth. Your death saved us. I will never let it be in vain. I'll survive for your sake, too. Investigation!
Boy.
Alright, I immediately want to check these two things out by the door, because I want to try and get my grasp on the door situation. A grenade and a flashbang are rolling around on the floor. Oh, that smell. What is the source of the smoke? Lying on the floor, still releasing a small amount of smoke, was a military smoke grenade, kind often used in modern warfare for strategic purposes.
That's crazy.
Right beside it was also used flashbang. Nothing more than an empty can now. A flash grenade and a flashbang. So this is... When Troy and I first opened the arsenal door this morning, an overwhelming light and sound enveloped us. At the same time, a thick fog like smoke spread everywhere. Looking at this, anyone would conclude without a doubt that these items caused that. And the question is, who set them off, why, and for what purpose? Could have been the culprit? The most likely scenario is that when we opened the door, the culprit was already inside. Judging by Kobashikawa's estimated time of death, the timing matches. And since the arsenal is completely soundproof, no one would hear them no matter the noise.
Oh yeah.
But the arsenal is only one entrance. To escape, they would have had to run into us outside. Could the smoke grenade and flashbang have been for that?
Hey,
I'm way fucking ahead of you, buddy.
Immediately, yeah.
When I think back to the morning, it didn't feel like someone had deliberately set them off. Something exploded the moment we opened the door. No way. Like I thought. On the inside handle of the arsenal door, a thick wooden plank had been wedged in place, split into two pieces in the direction of the door opens. That sounded something breaking right before Tori and I opened the door. It must have been this plank. From what I can deduce so far, they blocked the arsenal door with a thick plank, then placed the flashbang and smoke grenades on top of it. That way if someone were to force the door open from the inside, the plank would shatter and they would fall onto the ground. The impact would trigger them to explode. That's not quite how they work, but I'll allow it. But something felt off. The culprit was trying to escape the arsenal using the blinding light and noise. They need to go through such complicated setup? I can't even begin to guess what the culprit was aiming for.
Also, hey, one of the two voices,
I know.
no.
It's the one that I, quite frankly, the one I didn't want to go. But I do suppose that Otori being around gives it a variety and not just a higher pitched
Yeah.
name. So I guess that may be for better or worse.
And it also, you know, if the reason for the flashbang and all that setup was to get out,
yeah.
Tori's not the culprit.
No.
He's got an alibi if that's what the theory is.
Yeah.
But everyone else.
Because, like, with the way this room is set up, unless there's a secret that we don't know, maybe there is a secret passage that will run you back into the empty room or something that we've never figured anything about.
I feel like Kinjo would have found that.
Yeah. Like, who knows? Maybe the secret for that was behind the treasure that, quote unquote, no one ever found. Someone probably found it, and it would help in this way because that's the way Monokuma fucking works.
Oh, that's true. Or maybe a way, to get out of here was, then this was just, this setup at the door was just a red herring.
Yeah.
To give anyone who was outside an alibi.
Yeah, I was already on that thought process of, like, you know, or it being set up is also to do the reversal in the mind switch of, you know, putting this here to make it be like, oh, someone did that.
There's a gun stuck in the wall, and when you move, it moves.
Oh no, that's like it's like a lack of fog in that one spot.
Oh, okay.
On the side there, but
it just looked like a gun for a second.
I'm gonna go chat with Monokuma because he'll probably give us the file. Oh, Monokuma, perfect timing. Monokuma, what are you doing here? Jeez, why so rude? I treated you to a meal like I promised, didn't I? Did you get your fill? I don't have time to joke around with you. Get lost already. Why so angry? And I was going to give you something I forgot. The Monokuma file 4! Oh, right.
God, 4.
What's that weak reaction? Mighty-kun, you dummy!
I hate the sounds he makes with his voice box.
Monokuma file 4. Already the 4th one, huh? No, forget the useless things. Focus on the case. The Monokuma file that Monokuma left behind. Probably won't be of much help, but I should read it anyway. Okay. The victim is Haruhiko Kobashikawa. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. The body was discovered in the arsenal. So this is an hour before the morning announcement.
Yeah.
Did we have the morning announcement this time? Yes, right? Yeah, because they made the whole gym joke. That's right. Discovered in the arsenal. The cause of death was massive blood loss due to a gunshot to the right side of his chest. Additionally, the index and middle fingers of his right hand were ruptured and severed.
Oh.
Okay.
It's almost like he tried to block a gunshot with his hand. Like, it's just like he held his hands up in self-defense and they shot him.
Maybe?
Shot his hand first.
I had a vague suspicion back when I first saw the arsenal, but this confirms it. The weapon must have been a gun. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. Being trapped inside the ballroom, we've lost sense of time, but when I went back to the dorms, I saw it was 9 a.m. In other words, Kobashikawa died less than 3 hours ago. I woke up at 7 a.m. to the announcement, so the murder must have happened by a whisker. This time, the time of death is properly written. We can also infer the weapon from the cause of death. In the last case, there was a trap within the Monokuma file. The time wasn't marked as AM or PM, which caused confusion. Luckily this time, the file leaves no room for doubt. But that's all. It's still just a Monokuma file. It didn't provide any special clues. Now, even knowing the estimated time of death, it's already valuable. I better write it down.
Yep. So that means he got his hand injured first, and that's probably where all the blood is, him running away.
Yeah, I checked the body.
God, yeah, he is missing fingers.
Kobashikawa's body. Just like the friends who died before him, his eyes were vacant, his body cold. We're alive because of you. Isn't that unfair? Even if I tried to speak to him in a dazed tone, Kobashikawa had already left this world. He couldn't answer. But the class trial is still ahead of us. If we don't find the culprit who killed you, the lives of those who barely survived will be lost. I swear I'll find the culprit, Kobashikawa. I won't let your death be in vain.
Like, he's missing, like, the first 3 fingers.
It was only stated as the first 2.
Really?
So,
It looks like 3.
art style can be weird. Doesn't help that it's under a text box, so it's hard to see, but as if making a confession, I gave him the bare minimum of condolences before beginning to examine his body. First, the injury that can be considered the direct cause of death was, of course, the gunshot wound to the chest. The friends so far had died with objects used in everyday life. A hammer, a kitchen knife, a plaster spear. Everyday life objects! Kobashikawa had been shot. That was thanks to Monokuma preparing the entire arsenal. Practically a treasure trove for weapons designed for killing.
Well, keep in mind, in Japan, guns are, like, not a thing.
No, I was referring to the plaster spear being considered an everyday object. I just found kind of funny.
I know, but compared to a gun, it's...
Yeah. However, since we ordinary students have never experienced seeing a body riddled with gunshot wounds, we had no idea how to handle it.
Not a common thing.
Even if the weapon was a gun, which one? The arsenal wasn't exactly short on them. And aside from the chest wound, there was another suspicious detail. Kobashikawa's right hand. Ugh. His right hand was so horribly destroyed that I could barely look to it.
You could barely bear to look at it. Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, so here's the full answer. It was literally blown apart. His index and middle fingers had been completely severed and crushed. The remaining fingers and flesh were shredded into pieces. It's certain Kobashikawa was shot in the chest. What about this injury on his right hand? No matter how I looked at it, there was no way a bullet could have left his hand in this state.
Okay.
An explosion does that. It didn't seem like a work of a gun at all. Rather, it felt more like he'd been caught up in some kind of explosion, like dynamite. Looking closely, it even seemed a bit scorched. For now, I need to figure out what kind of gun Kobashikawa was shot with. Looking for the truth behind the wounds on his hand.
Look for traces of gunpowder.
Yeah, so the reason the rest of the fingers looked a little weird too is because they were shredded mercilessly. With nothing else standing out, and unable to bear the sight of my friend's horrific corpse any longer, I decided to give up. Ruptured right hand. This is a pistol. It's right next to Kobashikawa. This must have been the weapon which killed him. Or so I thought, but soon I realized the assumption was wrong. All the guns are scattered on the floor.
Well, not all of them.
This wasn't the only gun on the floor. Whether it was the culprits doing or not, most of the guns were knocked down on the floor, haphazardly all over the place. Like this, there's no way to tell which gun was the one actually used to kill Kobashikawa.
They probably did it on purpose.
Just because this one's the closest, can't definitely say it was the murder weapon. Most likely the culprits scattered all the guns so we wouldn't be able to identify the real weapon. Better make a note of that.
Scatter the guns.
But girl, I want to ask you something.
Shut up. Since when were we on such familiar terms you can casually talk to me?
We've been talking this whole time in here.
That's not canon. Get lost.
I thought maybe she'd open up a little given we've overcome the same near-death experience. Things only seem to have gotten worse. Times like this, Kinjo, who actually cooperates with us, might be the better option. We'll see about that.
Oh, Maeda-kun.
Sorry, you're not investigating?
I'm sorry. The body was just too gruesome.
I understand it's hard, but we don't have a choice. We have to investigate as much as possible.
Yeah, I know. It's only been about a week since Uehara-kun's case. I can't let myself forget. I'll do my best.
Alright. I'll talk to you in a moment, buddy. I'm gonna go check out this because it seems to be special. Huh? Just checking the corner of the wall, I suddenly felt something was off. This gun. Why is it lying all by itself in the corner? I picked it up to examine it. It had the heavy weight characteristic of pistols, but I couldn't find anything unusual about it. It looked no different from other guns scattered around. Maybe it just got flung farther away? Maeda! Well, what the hell you think you're doing? Huh? What is it, Otori? Hey, get your hands off that gun right now!
Bro!
Oh, wait, you've got the wrong idea. I was just investigating. That gun is gonna blow up!
What?
Huh? Blow up? What do you mean? What are you trying to pull? Don't tell me you finally decided to kill somebody.
What the fuck?
You're lucky I warned you. If you hadn't actually fired that thing, if you had actually fired that thing, you would have been in deep trouble. Don't touch that gun again. No, I told you, you've got it all wrong. I was just trying to investigate it. Why would I even want to kill someone? What? You weren't trying to shoot it?
Oh, Tori, what the fuck?
That's what I've been saying. More importantly, what did you mean by blow up? Forget it. Forget I said anything. Well, that's not suspicious at all. But what? Tori's sudden outburst was strange. Since he said the gun was dangerous, I decided to leave it where it was. His odd behavior bothered me. I'd better keep it in mind.
Maybe he is the culprit.
That's way too easy at that point, though.
Or it's a double bluff. Isn't that what that's called?
Maybe.
Where something seems too easy, so you're like, nah, that's not it. But since they think you think that it's too easy, it is it. Is that a double bluff?
I mean, could be, but it's never that simple with these. Hey, the smoke made it difficult to see, but I managed to notice blood stains unnaturally smeared on the floor.
See, that's what they want you to think, though, that it's too easy.
Blood stains were smeared throughout the arsenal as the Kobashikawa wandered around after being shot.
Yeah.
What? These blood stains are unnatural.
What do you mean unnatural?
It's definitely Kobashikawa's blood, but judging by the pattern, it didn't look like he was trying to escape after being shot. It's more like he deliberately walked around every corner of the arsenal. Simply put, it was incredibly unnatural.
He was probably just trying to find a weapon to defend himself with.
Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume the culprit caused this as they dragged the unconscious Kobashikawa around? Right now, it's only speculation, but if the blood left this way, there must be some reason for it. Alright. Kinjo? Kinjo? Maeda? Sure enough, I couldn't hide the awkward air between us. Kinjo told us to focus the investigation, but it seemed like even he was a little bothered. It's, What, do you have a question about the case? Huh? Well, about Kobashikawa's cause of death. He was shot, right? That's right. There's a hole in his chest, and the Monokuma file also listed as a massive blood loss due to a gunshot. A gun, huh? Up until now, since we're in a school, murders were committed with things you might find in everyday life. I think someone actually got shot and killed by a gun. It's alright. It might be unfamiliar to you all, but I'm far more used to gunshot wounds.
Yeah?
Feel free to ask me about anything.
Ask me anything.
It might have been because an incident had occurred, but despite the conflict we had less than 24 hours ago, Kinjo's attitude towards me was no different from usual. Well, since it was a gun and it hit him in the chest, should we just assume it was an instant death? No. From what I can tell, Kobashikawa likely didn't die instantly. Why's that? Even though it hit the chest, it wasn't the heart. It hit the right side, and the bullet passed through the body. Since it didn't lodge inside him, he might have been able to even move a little. When you say it didn't lodge, you mean it went through? Wouldn't that actually be more dangerous? A lot of people think that, but In reality, it's usually worse when the bullet stays lodged in the body. There are 3 types of damage bullets can cause to the human body: bleeding, burns, and the shock from the bullet's kinetic energy. Breaking it down, burns usually cover too small an area to cause major damage. It's rare for someone to instantly die from massive blood loss. But the impact from kinetic energy is a different story. Wait, if you got hit by a fist or a club, it'd be hard to move, right? Well, yeah, especially for an ordinary person who hadn't had any special training. It's the same with bullets. When they get lodged inside the body, all their kinetic energy turns into impact force, creating a large cavity inside. The very fact that this space had been created means the body took a massive shock. This shock isn't something you can ignore. It can seriously damage surrounding organs. Really? I don't really get it, but you mean it's better if a bullet goes through, right? Something like that. In fact, overseas, there are bullets designed so when they hit, the front splits apart and embeds deep into the body. That's terrible. Even though I said that, whether the bullet lodges or goes through, just being hit by one is already a critical injury.
That would be buckshot, right?
Yeah, and there's literally special ammunition that's made to break apart on impact. Especially in Kobashikawa's case. Like you said, he was shot in the chest, so even if the bullet didn't go through, there's a high chance his lung was punctured. As I said before, it just means the shock was less severe. With breathing difficulties and blood loss, he likely would have soon died. It's a pitiful thing. Guns should only be fired at villains, in only the most extreme situations. And by extreme situations, you mean... That's not something I need to spell out. Anyway, I'm more or less finished checking the arsenal, so I'm moving on elsewhere. Make sure you investigate thoroughly, Maeda. Okay, bye. Kinjo, despite what happened yesterday, and how unstable he'd seemed lately, maybe it was because of the incident, but he looks a bit better now. So, was it just me who thought he was difficult? Honestly, Kinjo was like 3 completely different people.
Yeah.
When we first met, when he's antagonizing us, and when he's investigating his case. For now, I should make a note of what Kinjo said. I didn't understand all of it, but to sum it up, shot through is better than having the bullet lodge itself inside you. Kobashikawa's case was the former, right?
Yeah, like when he's investigating, he's like a normal person.
Fascinating.
Oh, what's that? Glass?
You know what, I'll check these out quick. I'm gonna throw a save in case anything crazy happens. Boom, boom. Alright, and then... Oh, this is... First, couldn't tell it apart from the blood splatter on the floor, but upon closer inspection, I found something like fragments of debris scraping against my foot. A gun? Maybe? It was destroyed so bad that almost none of its original shape remained, so I couldn't be certain, but judging from the pieces, it seemed very likely to have been a gun.
Did it blow up?
What's more, it wasn't simply destroyed. Every fragment was covered in blood.
Did he try to fire that and it blew up his hand?
An explosion happened inside his hand, and Otori talking about a gun exploding leads me to,
Oh, and that's why his first 2 fingers were the ones that got completely blown off.
It was difficult to distinguish it from the blood on the floor. How could a gun have been destroyed like this? Considering the blood on it, could it have been smashed by someone's fist? No, that doesn't make any sense.
You can't smash a gun with a fist.
As I was carefully examining the broken remains of the gun, something suddenly caught my eye. This gun, it's loaded with bullets. Just in case I checked the other guns nearby, but all of their magazines were empty. Only this destroyed pistol had a few bullets inside. The guns here were unloaded, requiring the ammunition hanging on the wall. Since this was the only loaded gun, that means... maybe this is the actual murder weapon. It seems like a very important clue. I'll have to remember it carefully. The only one we can't confirm or deny yet because we're not supposed to touch it apparently is the other gun that's off in the corner.
Yeah.
But even there's blood splat. Oh!
Fingers?
At first I thought it was just blood splattered on the gun rack, so I leaned closer to check, but instead
They look like
I caught
fingers.
sight of something horrifically grotesque.
Yeah.
Fingers? Lying limply on the rack were unmistakably human fingers. And needless to say, the one they belonged to was... Kobashikawa.
Oh boy.
After all, Kobashikawa's body didn't only have his chest wound, his right hand had been blown apart as well. His index and middle fingers were completely severed. The fingers attached here prove it. But why are they here?
They blew off.
The spot was clearly far from where his body lay. Judging from the blood splatters, it looks like the fingers were stuck there ever since they were first severed. Sure, they couldn't have moved just the fingers. No, it's the other way around. This suggests the body itself might have been moved. Even the floor's bloodstains point to that. Often consider the possibility that the culprit moved the body for some reason.
I still think that he was alive and just running with a blown up hand. Because that would be bleeding profusely.
Yeah?
There's a lot of, like, blood vessels in your hand, you know?
It's certainly very likely. Interesting. What does this mean? There's a lot I'm trying to unpack in this mystery.
Sucks, because if he was running away, he died in a lot of fear and distress beforehand.
But that fear and distress was because of the fact that, let's not forget that this points out to the fact that Kobashikawa was holding a loaded gun.
Yeah.
And fired it. Or attempted to. But it blew up in his hand instead.
But we already had a self-defense murder.
Well, I'm not saying self-defense, but I'm saying that he was potentially an aggressor.
No, I mean, the person that killed him was acting in self-defense. But we already had that kind of with Akane.
I mean, we can switch it up in that it wasn't necessarily... I don't know what to think.
Like, he could have grabbed a gun while being pursued in here.
I suppose, but
And
doesn't
loaded it quick.
I mean, going off of trying to build off of your theory there, I suppose that given the fact that Kinjo said that it wasn't immediate,
No.
he could have been shot by someone and wandered around the room a little bit and grabbed a gun to fire back at someone, and that gun then exploded in his hand instead.
So you think he got shot first?
If to go off of your theory of him not being the aggressor, then that would be the case. But I don't know if I can fully say that because of this blood stain, actually. Because it goes to the door, and the bleeding is minimal at that point, which I find very interesting there. I don't fully know what to say on this yet.
But it's also down to how much they could do with RPG Maker.
Well, yeah, but they have plenty of it splattered around in these parts, so I don't know. But you know what? I guess we can find out.
He
What's
could have
going
tried
on?
to get out, but it was boarded up.
Maybe. But you know
And
what?
we don't know where he got shot from. It went all the way through, so he could have gotten shot in the back.
It is possible. Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead
Who knows?
and keep finding out the truth of what may have happened to our poor boy Kobashikawa. Next time.
Poor boy if he isn't the one that tried to kill somebody.
Yeah.
But the fact that he died regardless was still bad.
Yeah.
There is no good in this.
There never is.
Aside from everyone getting food.
There never is.